Hello, I'm Andre of Zebra BI, and I'm really happy that we are starting the new year with a major new update of Zebra BI Visuals for Power BI version 4.5. We have a major new update with features like Formula Editor to add custom calculated rows to your tables, then dynamic comments in both visuals, and option to invert and rename groups in your tables, the option to display variances as chevron arrows, and much more. So stay with me as I illustrate the new functionality with a couple of practical examples. In version 4.5, we have added a formula editor to allow you to add custom calculated rows into a Zebra BI table. This means that you can now add your custom rows that are not in your dataset via a simple formula directly on the visual. Let me show you exactly how to do that. So we'll try to add a gross profit as percent of revenue into this dataset here. I will right-click on the gross profit and select the Add Formula command from the menu. Okay, now I'm in the focus mode, and as you see at the top here, I have a brand new formula editor. So to add a new row, it is quite straightforward. Number one, insert the name. So simply type the name. In my case, this is going to be gross profit percent, like that. You can then press Tab or simply click to move into the edit box for the formula. Now, how to enter the formula? Simply start typing, like, for example, gross, and now the autocomplete feature that we have added, we have developed here, will actually search for all the elements that you have already in your data set, and will just provide you the tips, so you can press Tab again to enter gross profit. All right, now I will divide this by my revenue. So I simply type the division symbol. So you can use any math symbol like division, multiplication, plus, minus, and so on. And so I'll divide this by the revenue. Again, Zebra BI has actually found an element called revenue, so you can now click on it or press Tab, and this is it. This is my formula, gross profit divided by revenue. All right. Now you can also format this custom row here. For example, you can format it as a percentage just by clicking on the percent symbol here. There are also a couple of quick formatting options here. You can make it bold, you can make it italics, and this is it. I'm ready. So when your formula is done, simply click on the Add button, and the new row is added here. As you can see, gross profit percent as a percent of revenue. It is formatted as a percentage, and it is shown in all the columns that you have in your Zebra BI tables, meaning this will work for your previous year measures, actual measures. It will also work for the custom calculated variances. Like we have here, the absolute variance, it's 0.8 percentage points here, and also the relative variance. So from now on, I have a completely new item in my table, a completely new row that was not in my data set, and I simply added it with this simple formula. All right, let's just add one more for an exercise. So net income, add formula. So we'll also calculate the net income as percent of revenue. So I'll just type net income percent, tab, and now I'll find the net income tab, divided by revenue, and once again format this as a percentage, make it bold, italics, add the formula, and I have another custom calculated element in my table here. So in this way you can add as many formulas as you want to your tables, and it's very easy. I hope this will make your dashboards, your tables, your table-based reports much more understandable and very easy to make, even if you don't have all of those elements in your data set. The second major feature in version 4.5 are dynamic comment markers. This will enable you to implement dynamic commentary in your Power BI reports and dashboards. As you see here in my visual, I have three little comment markers, three symbols that indicate that I have comments in the visual. By moving my mouse over this comment marker, I will actually see the text of the comment which appears in the tooltip. Okay, so if I move the mouse, I can now read through all the comments. All right, so these are the new comment text fields that you can now add to both Zebra BI tables and Zebra BI charts. Moreover, this works across all the chart types in both visuals, so even if you slide to the next chart type, you will still see the comment markers on specific data points. So this works with area charts, line charts, waterfall charts, and so on. How do you do this? Simply navigate to the bottom of the data fields, and you will see that we have a new placeholder called the comments. All right? So how to add the comments? Simply take your comment text field like this and drop it into this placeholder. Boom. It's there. So the comment markers will be shown automatically and will also be numbered automatically in a sequence 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And also the tooltip is enabled out of the box. So all you have to do is take your text field and put it in the comments text box. Okay, so now this allows you to create certain scenarios in reporting where you add comments, tie the comments or relate the comments to specific data categories, and also display them in a really nice way in your Power BI reports. So let me show you a typical real-life example here where I have an income statement. And this time, my income statement contains a couple of comments here. So my service and other revenue, for example, is growing. Okay, and by moving my mouse, I can see the comment. Okay, not only that, I also have the comments written in a separate visual here. So this is a native Power BI matrix visual, right? But we are using it just to display the same comments here, and by linking the same comment numbers, the same markers, the users can now actually read through the comments and they will realize to which data categories they are related to. Okay, so again, as you see here in my visual, the comments are here. I'm actually using two fields this time. The first one is the comment number. So this is to ensure that you actually control the numbering, the numbers in each visual. So you can actually take a comment number, which is your own sequence for comments 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. You can restart it each month if you have monthly comments, or you can restart it each month and for each business unit, for example, and so on. So you can control the numbers by simply adding the comment number. So you first add the comment number. Okay, now you have the numbers, and then you also add the actual comment itself. Okay, so this is it. Now the Zebra BI tables visual, for example, shows my comments, and the comments are completely dynamic. Meaning, if I switch to another month, like April, now I have 4 comments on different data categories. Everything has changed. And not only, of course, the month, you can just link your comments to a monthly period and also to a report type, for example. So I can switch to a completely different report like balance sheet or a cash flow, and all of my comments will change here. They are completely dynamic. The next new feature in Zebra BI 4.5 is the ability to invert and rename groups in your Zebra BI tables. So now, if you have an example, like in my case here, where you have different types of KPIs in your table, you can now invert certain elements, certain KPIs, like costs in my example, where I'm showing the growth of specific KPIs versus previous year. And of course, if the revenue is growing, that's good, and that's why this bar here is green. But if my costs are growing, right, this is not okay, because growing costs have a negative contribution to the end result, right? So what I can do now is expand, click on this little down arrow next to the title of my costs, and I can simply click invert, which will invert only the part of the table that refers to my costs, okay? So from now on, Zebra BI tables know that this is a bad KPI and will automatically invert the color definitions, okay? So this only refers now to my costs and not to revenue and gross profit and so on. So this is how you can now create tables with a lot of segments where you have a mixture of good and bad KPIs, and you can do it all in just one simple Zebra BI tables visual. And on top of that, you can even rename any group in your table. So for example, here you simply type the new name. Let me rename this to expenses. Enter. Okay, and it's renamed. So now you can really easily rename the names of your KPIs or names of your groups in your tables directly on the visual. Now we have added a number of design settings and other improvements in version 4.5 of Zebra BI Visuals for Power BI. One of them is the ability to show the variances as chevron arrows. As you can see in my example here, the variances are actually displayed as an arrow pointing right or pointing left, or in the charts visual pointing up and pointing down. Okay, so this is to better distinguish between the positive variances and negative variances, so you now have a choice how to display your variances. If you navigate under the design group of settings, you'll find that there's a new setting called variance display type, and you can simply switch between bars, just regular bars, and arrows. Okay, so again, this may help distinguish between different types of variances, positive and negative variances, which is especially important maybe for people with color vision deficiency, because now the variances are not distinguished only by a color, but also by a shape. And of course, you can change the color on the arrows as well by simply changing the colors for a positive variance. Let's make it blue, for example, or negative color. So you can, of course, customize everything as before, choose your colors and so on. And hopefully also the shapes will help your dashboards and reports become more understandable and more actionable. So I invite everybody to download the latest version of Zebra BI Visuals for Power BI, version 4.5, and I sincerely hope that the latest release will also help you make your reports more understandable and more actionable.